He's been suspended from Twitch. So it begs the question. Sorry, my hair's a bit dishevelled. Had a long day in the fucking office, but it seems like freedom of speech is dead then. If you can't express your opinion about a thing, no matter how hot of a take it might be, one can't be getting cancelled for a thing like that. I'm totally against it. I'm fucking totally against shit like that. You can't be getting cancelled for opinions that you have, no matter who the opinion's about or what it's about. You are entitled an opinion. This is the way it fucking goes. This is the way of democracy, bitch. You're meant to have an opinion, right? Well, apparently not. Fucking apparently not, Jesus. So this is a little short here, and then we go into another video about what he said. And he's literally just dropped a video here 48 minutes ago on his plans moving forward. So I want to have a little look at that.
Streamer Asmongold has been banned on Twitch for 14 days because of his rant on Palestinians. Here's a little bit about what he had to say.
People who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. They're terrible people. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity. And it is
because of this, Twitch banned him from the platform for 14 days.
So it's a 14-day ban.
Looking back, Asmongold apologized on X, saying, looking back
on
it, I was
Twitter.
way too much of an a-hole about
16.2 views. That's fucking unbelievable.
Palestine thing. My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive. Did he deserve the 14-day ban? Should it be longer? Let me know. Huge.
Alright, so in regards to that, it's like he got banned for saying Palestine has an inferior culture than America, than the West. And his points was in regards to gays and trans. So in context, it's like he was saying gays and if you support gays and trans, then you can't support Palestine simultaneously, and vice versa, which is understandable because gays do get killed in Palestine. They're not. There's no gay marriages. No, they're not tolerated. Like it's like it's easy and simple to see that a normal thriving society is far superior than a society driven by religion or religious beliefs. That's, for me, that's a no-brainer. I think throughout history, any place that has been run religiously has always got some sort of turmoil about it. There's something scary about running things with religion. I would not agree with running things with a religion. I think my screen's a bit. Hey, how are we? We good? We're alive. We're good. But yeah, so the thing is like for me, it's clear to see that if you got a society, a normal society that is not run on top of religious beliefs, I think that's far more superior than the society that is. Another point is I don't think you can, and this is on what Hassan was saying as well in regards to it. I don't think it's impossible to say what the Palestinians would do with their freedom had they had sovereignty. They have never had sovereignty. There's never been a chance for Palestine to be free. They have been oppressed since the beginning. So it's impossible for us to try to predict what they would do with their freedom, and so on. And also, George Orwell was absolutely correct about future society. Anyway, let's have a look at Nick Merckx, and he breaks it down a little bit further.
And in today's video, we got a man. We're going to be talking about Asmongold. And you guys know I've given this guy a lot of high praise, but in this video, man, he's offbeat. He went on a big rant on his stream, talking about Palestine,
but the thing is, it's an opinion.
Everything's going on over there. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to what?
It was always his opinion. It's not like a massive statement. So this is why I'm on the camp of you've got freedom of speech until you become a massive influence. The moment you become a massive influence, your freedom of speech is in a way stripped from you because of the influence that you have, the massive influence that you have on people. And Asmon is massive. Is one of the biggest gaming streamers in the world, most probably. And yeah, so it's not what you say or whatever. It's who you are and the influence you have on the public. That's what strips you from your freedom of speech.
We're going to see what he said. And I'm going to give you some of my thoughts and my opinions on that. And I'm going to ask you down below to keep it cordial, okay? It's not a very positive conversation. It's going to be a tough video. But let's try to treat each other with some respect. I don't think so. I will be in there. And if you like today's video, don't forget to...
I wouldn't say... Yeah.
And enjoy it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace and love. Glorious day.
I think that people are just tired of being told what to do by people that self-identify as their mental illnesses, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to be
See,
told
I
what
agree.
to do. I don't want to be told what to think. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be,
yeah, like you've got to really get it into context. I remember I watched a bit of this actual stream that we're watching now. I saw him live on Twitch. I was like, oh fuck, let me pop in, and it was maybe an hour before this happened, and then it started going into this. I thought, hot take, but a person is entitled to a freedom of speech and is entitled to opinions. They shouldn't be able to cancel someone for their opinions or ban them or whatever. If they're going to do that, then it's across the board on all opinions, and that's ridiculous.
Walk down to I just don't want to deal with that, right? I don't want to deal with the person telling me what to do. Like, it doesn't really matter like what the reasoning is for it, or like whether you think that you're in the right or not. Just stop telling me what to do, period.
Facts.
That's it. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me
what to do.
What to say.
Bitch.
Unless I
And also, no one likes being told what to do. No one likes that. No one enjoys that.
Breaking the law or threatening harm on somebody, like I said earlier, just leave people the fuck alone, right? And yeah, 15 flags in their bio. Yeah. As I said, the nightmare rotation.
By the way, that Jack Duarte picture at the back was crazy.
Of having the Palestine flag and the trans or the gay flag in your bio. I think that they should do something where every single person who has both of those flags in their bio gets permanently banned.
See, I don't agree with the banning thing, but I don't think you can. I don't think the two go together. You know what I mean? Because of the view from Palestine. But then, like I said on point number 2, it's impossible because they are not a sovereign land. They are an occupied land with an active genocide being enacted on top of them. So that's why this take is it's hard cutting. But this is what you got to remember, and you got to separate yourself from the fact that it's his opinion. And opinions are allowed. You're allowed free speech and your opinion. We can't be taking that away.
And I feel like it would just be doing everybody a favor. It's so dumb.
I'm really interested to see what he says.
They don't support gay rights in Palestine. So it is always interesting to see.
But also the flip side of that coin is they don't support gay rights and all of that. But also, they are not a sovereign land as we are here in the UK or in the US or most sovereign other countries. Palestine is like the only one that is objected, and genocide is being acted upon it. So you can't really argue that. The only reason we're arguing it is because of the guy's influence. That's the only reason. Everyone's entitled to opinion, but the moment you have a massive influence is when the problem begins, because you influence many other people, even though it is your opinion and you are entitled to it. And this is where the lines get blurry, because I'm with the camp of no matter how much influence you have on the public or whatever, it doesn't matter how much you have. You should still be entitled to freedom of speech. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You should still have your own opinion, and you should still be allowed to voice that opinion freely, without fear of being cancelled or boycotted or, in his case, suspended. So that's my camp. I'll always be on that camp. I'll always be on the camp of freedom of speech. People are allowed to talk whatever the fuck they want, no matter what.
Like,
it's as simple as that.
The cadence on Twitter when it's the Palestinian flag, and then like the gay flag and the trans flag, like
it doesn't make sense.
If this was algebra, they would kind of like cancel each other out, right? Like, there's no way. Do you understand? You know?
Yeah.
Don't forget Ukraine. Well, Ukraine isn't antithetical to gay rights in the same way that Palestine is. It's just not the same thing. Yeah, they get a free trip to Palestine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is banning not freedom? It's not. But these people have been too free for too long. You know.
That's savage.
Why do they call specific countries racist when they themselves are racist and need help? I have no idea, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Ukraine fell off. Well, I don't think Ukraine fell off.
You
I
know,
think that
what's
Russia
a comment?
Chat comment ever. Ukraine fell off.
Russia fell off, and Ukraine has been able to hold them back in a big way. And Ukraine is they've even launched counterattacks into Russia. So Ukraine is doing quite well, I would say. And I think that honestly, things are going pretty much about as good as they possibly could go. Ukraine is nationalistic and a racist country, and it supports Nazism. Yeah, well, when you find me some videos of Ukrainians going around and collectively stoning or killing a person for being gay, like they do in places like Palestine, then I can say that the two things aren't congruent. But until I find pictures and videos of that, I'm going to say that Palestine and trans rights or Palestine and LGBT rights, these are two things that you can't support at the same time.
Yeah, and I think that's very base, and I think that's sort of, it makes sense. I get it, like that makes fucking sense, like, because they cancel each other out. They're against all of that, and that's not to say that that's not to say that there's not a single Palestinian gay, because definitely there is, and Palestinian trans, there definitely are. But you see his point, and you see his view. I do, and it's his opinion in the end of the day. So cool. Anyone can talk any shit that they want. Cool. There should not be a repercussion for this. This is why it's a bit of a.
You can't do it. It's so annoying. And I think that if you see a person that's
I don't understand why they do.
You know that they are a vapid, emotionally charged baby that puts no thought into anything that they say or do. And all they're doing is looking to have the right opinion about the current thing.
Right.
That's all they're doing.
And that's very true. Like in today's day and age, we already know how the people are. It's like a lot about the pleasing shit. Is you want to please. It's all about pleasing. Virtue signaling, fucking saying the right thing. There, it's actually tiring. Nick hits the point here perfectly.
Humans, man, they're just online 24/7, 100 different Twitter accounts, all with the same stuff, same tweets, same energy. Just tires.
It's fucking tiring. It gets tiresome.
Some humans, man.
About USA Overwatch of our
and you already know my opinion and stuff like this. It's like I see them as the majority of these sort of people are they have like a mental issue. This goes back to the origin of it being a mental issue.
Right? Yeah, exactly, right? Imagine defending Russia. Well, I mean, hey, here's the thing. I'm not really like, I don't want to get involved with that kind of stuff either, but that's it. People talking shit about Ukraine is a big self-report. Well, I understand, like, there are, like, complaints that people have about Ukraine. I think some of them are fair. But overall, I would say that Palestine is definitely much less aligned with us than Ukraine is. If you're not sure about that, look at who Palestine supported in World War II, right? Pretty simple. So, yeah, you can not want a genocide and also want rights for gay people? No, you can't. Because the people that want that you're like fighting against the genocide for would genocide gay people.
See, and this is a point. That's a point. Cool.
No, you can't.
Huh?
Nope. They're the ones that are going to like if they had their rights, they would be genociding gay people.
It's an understandable
point. I'm not going to create a genocide tier list.
This part anyway.
They're all bad.
We're not making a genocide tier list, so you know.
It's literally so simple.
Yeah.
Are you insane? What kind of take is this? It's a fact. It's a fucking fact. Like it's so obvious to anybody who's not retarded. Anybody see this on Reddit? Yeah, there you go. And be a good tier list. People cannot comprehend that they're trying to normalize tolerating the intolerant. You're literally creating a tier list by not supporting them because there's someone else on the list? No, I'm not. I'm not supporting any of it. I don't know. I don't know. This is my opinion again, so don't go fucking cry. But I wouldn't say what's happening in Ukraine is a genocide. Like I wouldn't say.
And again, granted, I'm not very knowledgeable what's going on in the Ukraine. I am aware of what Putin said, I think 2014 or 2016, about NATO and Ukraine pushing this. He warned them back then, like many years ago, and then he's doing what he spoke about, and they keep pushing. But I don't think it's like the same, because Palestine, since like the Second World War, it's like 1948. Since then, even before, since then, when the British carve it up, since then they've been in subjugation. So it's like, that's definitely way different than I wouldn't say what's going on in Ukraine is a genocide. I would say what's going on in Palestine is a genocide by the Israeli people.
Absolutely not. I'm not supporting a group of people that would, kill a gay person or a trans person for existing. I'm not going to support that group of people in any context. Absolutely not. No. It's not even a question.
That's his opinion, right?
These people would be the ones doing the genociding if they had the power. They would be doing it. Their laws currently enable them to do it. If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now.
Yeah, and there's a point to that, and the same goes to Saudi Arabia and all the Gulf states there. So it's very strange. It's very strange, especially this Palestine situation. It's like, it's been happening in Saudi Arabia as well, but it's because Saudi Arabia is a lapdog to the states. Then it seems like it's alright, and plus they're sitting on a very massive amount and reserve of oil, so it makes them a massive commodity, so they can actually do whatever the fuck they want. Whereas Palestine has no name, has not even sovereignty, not even a solid government. Hamas, I wouldn't call them a government. Let me get another beer.
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way.
Okay. Listen, I know you guys already know your boy. I'm on the team where it's, you should be able to speak your mind, have opinions, share those opinions. I'm a firm believer in that. And I've had to deal with all kinds of hate and shit for speaking my beliefs, and I'm okay with that. But I've already been through the ringer. But that said, I think the comments that I've made about some things and the comments he's making right now are definitely very different. This is just ignorance. This is a guy that doesn't understand any of the situation because he's not there. Now, I'm not there either. And look, I don't know a lot about this topic, okay? I know enough. I know that On the one hand, you got the Palestinians, you got Palestine, okay? On the other hand, you got Israel, the state of Israel, the Israelis, right? And they're at war over some land, and they've been at war forever. This has been going on since your great grandfather and his great I mean, forever this has been going on. And speaking of grandfathers, look, a long time ago, I talked to my grandparents about it, man, and they both told me that sadly, like I said, it's been going on forever, and they think it's never going to stop. And because this has been going on forever, it's so deeply rooted in everything over there, it's hard to turn away from. Now, I have a lot of Palestinian friends. And these are great people. They love, they care, they respect others. Now, I'm not ignorant.
But it's not. See, and this is what I don't get. Is it muted now? I muted it earlier. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello. Hello there, Father. Mr. Carmel. I hope you're okay, Father. You hear my song? I hope it's working. Imagine all this time, because I've been speaking for fucking ages. Oh, thank God. It's because I'm muted. I've got a button right here. Look. It's a button, so. I hope you're doing well, my brother. But we're having a look at the Asmongold cancellation, and the fact that it's a hit on freedom of speech. That's the way that I've took it, and that's the way it is, because he's actually been suspended for his opinion. No matter how outrageous it is, I'm still always with the camp of freedom of speech is king. You're allowed to say your opinion without it shouldn't have repercussions, but clearly not. So freedom of speech slowly is being stripped away from the people. The people are slowly going to lose freedom of speech, because the speech that your opinion has to align with the majority. Granted, the argument being that he's got massive influence, that shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter the fact that because he's got massive influence. Me personally, if I had massive influence like that, I would be careful what I say. Clearly he is, and he's been doing it for years. But overall, I still think freedom of speech and you having your opinion freely, your free opinion, that, you know, it's just like music, it's subjective. It's like someone might like it, someone might not like it. Cool. You're not gonna fucking kill everyone that doesn't like this particular album because you love it. You know what I mean? That's the sort of world we're heading to. It's like almost becoming like that. Like, you don't agree with the consensus. You don't agree with the collective consensus. Oh shit, you must be an enemy. Oh shit, where's freedom of speech? Where's opinions? And this is the sad thing about him getting suspension. He's also just dropped a video, which we'll see.
To the point where I know that they're all like that. I know that there's going to be some bad in there too.
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
It's the same thing with Israel, man. I have Jewish friends, and they're awesome. They're great people. Not all of them are going to be like that. And this war completely sucks, and what's going on over there is horrible. And the result is there's a bunch of innocent people just being ripped from this earth, and that isn't something that you ever want to see. But for a guy like Asmongold, or a dude like me, or maybe even for somebody like you who's not from there, who's never been there, who's essentially ignorant to the entire situation, we just got to take it at face value and understand, like, look, we don't know. We know this has been going on for a long time. The
thing is as well, I get Nick, and I really do get Nick, and I get that he's trying to be on the fence with this shit because it's a hot topic, and I get it. But we have history. Sorry, we have history. We can look at the history books, and we can begin to see. You know, that's how you learn. That's how you learn.
And we know there's good and bad on both sides, and the whole thing is horrible, and we wish and we hope that it stops, and that's it. That's absolutely
The saddest thing with humans is history continuously, it seems, to repeat itself. That's why I always end up seeing a world like that, where it's like, it's happened before. This has happened before. Didn't we learn? This is what's going on. And that's why I always subscribe to, or I lean to the fact that there's some sort of darkness here. Do you know what I mean? Take that in any way that you want, actually, be it paranormal, whatever, however you want to see that. But there's like there's a darkness, and it's got a hold of the major resources, everything that, you know, we need to really flourish. Because we could flourish. We could flourish beautifully as humans and not worry about the stuff that we worry about now, i.e. having a roof over our head, food and warmth. They are the major three worries that occupy a human's life, especially adult human. Kids ain't worrying about that shit, but adult human, to your death, you're worrying about that constantly. Oh, what am I going to eat? Have I got the rent to pay where I'm going to live? And are we warm? Are we clothed? That's usually the worry. Eradicate that and I can guarantee you humanity will go to the next step of greatness. But it seems to be that there's this darkness that's got a hold of that, and is stunting the progress of humanity almost, because they've put blocks here. They've put blocks. You gotta, you know, it's really crazy. In order for you to exist in this world right now, you must spend time working to line the pockets of others. You must spend time, which is the most valuable, most precious commodity we have as humans, in my opinion, is time. Is the time that we have here, and they strip that from you. Gotta go work, gotta go do. It's a crazy little thing. But sorry, I'm ranting now. Sorry. Stop yapping.
They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing.
Extremes, man. The extremes on
That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills.
And look, so that statement right there, they come from an inferior culture, is what has got everyone up in arms. Like, oh my God, how can he say that? Well, it's his opinion. You gotta always hold and restrain. It doesn't matter how outrageous it might make you. You must always remember, every fucking human has an opinion and has their freedom of speech. Depending on the lands that you're in, us in the West that I'm speaking of, we have that. We have that sovereignty of being able to have our opinion without repercussions, and being able to say what we want with freedom of speech without repercussions. Do you know what I mean? We have to uphold that. The moment they go, oh, you're fucked. I guarantee you're fucked. And then that's when I'm like, oh, fuck this. I gotta get off of this earth. That's when it's like, hopefully by then, if that sort of time comes, I'm an old man and it's time to go. Because fuck that. I promise you. These are the things. And again, George Orwell was absolutely spot on about society and how it's going. But yeah, that's what he said. His saying, which in a way, like I said in my first point, is true. The Western culture is far superior than the culture that Palestine has. And then I go back to my point too, which is, in fact, Palestine has never had a culture because it's never been sovereign. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hassan, Asman, same shit. It's the same shit. So it goes to default, which means everyone has their opinion. But it's sad because it's not true, because you get punished for having your opinion. As it said, and as many other people have had that happen to them. Well, let's have a look.
People for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
See, for him saying,
and he's straightforward with it.
Being that
his opinion.
Like when innocent children and people are dying, and you just you say you don't feel bad at all about that. That's just a really crazy hill to die on, man. You know, you got to have some empathy in your heart. You got to be able to feel. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us here, real, now, you know. Can't say things like that. I think that's why he apologized, man, but it's definitely an uncomfortable listen. You know, I like this guy a lot, man. I have a lot of respect for him. So for him to be saying some of these things, man, just it pisses me off a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's that simple.
It's not that deep, really.
And I understand.
It's not that deep. I don't. This is another thing I never understand with people is like, it's not that deep. Why, for example, like Nick, and I like Nick. This is no shots at no one. We're talking here. Why has it affected him so much and made him pissed off? Why? In my opinion, that points to the fact that you have something inside you that you need to resolve because you're worried about other people's opinions. You're so worried about another person's opinion to the point that will actually make you pissed off. This is where there's a disconnect in my mind and in my opinion, in my God-given fucking opinion, right? And that's where I see that's very strange. Why are people so invested in another person's opinion? Clearly, they're the sort of people that are walking outside in the street worrying about what other people think about them. Oh, what a terrible life to live. Honestly, why would you care about someone else's opinion? No one gives a fuck. That's just how I see it. I don't get I don't get it, man. But I think it's because they're public figures and they're big, they've got massive influence. Cool. But still freedom of speech has got to win, and you having your opinion has got to win. That has to stay. These have to stay. Like I always do. I don't care what a person would say. I don't give a shit. Oh, that's his opinion. Well, he's a nutter. Cool. Don't need to fucking cancel the guy, do this, that. That's putting restrictions on a person. You know what I mean? Well, you just think, oh, dumb shit. Move on. Turn over to the next video. You know, flip the page. I don't know. Scroll. Fuck knows. But, yeah, people... That's always been my thing. Is like, why do you care about opinion? Or why are you so worried about that? Like, cancel culture. Oh, la, 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 la. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy in my mind. Honestly.
That this is a very harsh statement. That's what I think.
You're entitled to that. My opinion.
You should be able to share your opinion, man. He has the right to do
100%,
that. You know,
100%.
I also think that, like, you know, when you have the audience that he does and we do, speaking to people, man, you got to
see, and then this will be the other argument. This will be the other argument. It's because he's got so much influence that he should be careful, and I would be, me as a personal individual. But then what are you trying to do? You're trying to police every individual to do that. No, that's not freedom of speech. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says to his audience. That's him. That's what he created. Let him do what he wants. It could go to waste or it could go to whatever. Why are you so invested in there? If it's not for you, then turn the page. Scroll on, bitch. And this is what gets me. This is what really like makes me think, wow. It makes me worried. Makes me worried for freedom of speech and makes me worried for you having your opinion. And that demon that's lurking in the background apparently called fucking, what's it called? Hate speech or whatever the fuck that might mean. Because God knows that's coming around the corner. And how the fuck do you regulate that? Who regulates what's hate? It's difficult. Let me pee, but we keep going.
Do it a certain way. And look, I've messed up before in the ways that I've delivered things, and some of my thoughts have been a little harsh as well. But at the same time, you know, damn, he ain't over there, man. He's got no idea of what's really going on.
Yep. That's right. Even the children. What do you think that they would do to gay children? What do you think they would do? Oh, that's right. They'd kill them. No, you're not going to emotionally manipulate me into saying some things are okay. They'd kill them. The people are terrible. Yeah, rocks, yep, exactly. Toss them off a roof. Yeah, it's not a question. It's an inferior culture. If I went somewhere in the Middle East, I would respect their laws. I'd respect their culture. I would not, shit on them. But, I'm in their place, right? I don't really take my shoes off whenever I come into my own house.
You might not want to go
I come into somebody else's house, I'll take my shoes off. I got no problem.
You might not want to go
with
anywhere near there, brother.
But at the same time, I don't want that here, and I don't want to support it. That's a lot of assumptions. It's not an assumption. It's a fact. That's it. We should build churches asked to change their religion.
I mean, look, the things that he's talking about, do these things happen? They could. They probably have. Okay? But not all of them do these things. Not all of them are that way. To say that they are, to say that they do is crazy.
But he's not saying that. That's his fucking opinion. That's his view on it. He's not saying it's actual fact. This is what you got. This is what people got to divorce from their fucking mind. Get that out of your fucking mind, because that's not how it works. Not because Asmongold said it, it becomes law. No, bro. Go do your research. Go find out that it's not. Then it's time for you to move on. It's as simple as that. This comes down to, in my opinion, a battle on freedom of speech or opinions. Being able to make opinions. Granted, he did go on Twitter and he did apologize, which he never does, really. I've never seen Asmon apologize. But he did.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. Talk about gaming and shut the fuck up. It's not your area. What are you mad for? You're mad I'm talking about something that's gonna hurt your feelings. Is that it? And I know that it's I know it's sad. I guess it's saying, but not everyone's the same in Palestine. Yeah? Are all gay people the same? No, they're not. You'd respect someone else's house. You expect the same in return. Same goes for countries. Absolutely. Let's get rid of control of the Western world and let them deal with each other. Exactly. I don't want to be involved with that at all.
And that's what I say to the UK and especially to America. Let Israel do their shit, because you've been backing them for years, from the beginning. Let Israel, in my opinion, right now, is the biggest threat to world peace. That's my statement. That's what I'd say. They're the only ones out here fucking really pushing, because they want to expand that space. They really want to make a greater Israel. Have a little look. Have a little look.
I know plenty of Muslims that respect gays. Well, I'm not talking about Muslims. I'm talking about people in Palestine. The truth is...
I agree with that. I mean, I don't know about our involvement with things like that. We can't fix it. There's nothing that we're going to do that's going to fix it. I definitely agree with that.
A lot of Americans agree with that. I think the majority of fucking people agree with that. Israel are like on a war path of madness. And sadly, it's the taxpayers, UK, US, and whoever else is a shareholder in Israel is getting their citizens to pay taxes, which do go to Israel, which then fund the death of children and a genocide and utter destruction, which a lot of people now are beginning to go, oh, well, that's enough now. America should pull out, UK should pull out. Let Israel do its thing.
I'm not going to support a group of people that would be the ones doing the genociding if they had the power to do it.
He's never been over there, man.
I'm sorry to say.
Sorry.
I'm not. I don't have any sympathy for them. I'm sure to some degree there are people that are caught in the crossfire. This is sad. But at the end of the day, this is an immoral, evil culture.
Wow.
I truly believe that.
It's crazy.
And I don't...
That's his view, though. That's his view. That's his view. Can't fault that. I even think that that's crazy. I think, well, that's fucking wild. It's his view. End of the day, it's his fucking view.
Have sympathy for people that...
Chad, don't listen to this guy. Please, I beg you, man. I've met so many Palestinian people, so many of these guys, man. What a beautiful culture it can be, truly. Beautiful people, beautiful food, great culture. It's not what he thinks that it is. It's not. And he doesn't know. I mean, I grew up in Dearborn. I grew up around this culture. I know all about it. Now, I haven't been to Palestine, but I know a lot about their people. There's extremes on both sides, and what he's saying probably does happen, but it's the extreme. And every culture has their extremes.
They respect gays because they have to. If they go back home, it'd be a different story. Absolutely.
I mean, that's why a religious-led society has never really prospered. I totally agree.
Not even a question. And I know some people are going to get their feelings hurt about this, but you know what? Look what's happening in the UK. Look what's happening in all of the other countries that are...
I'm fucking telling you. I am telling you. Can't fucking stress it enough. I'm going grey. But that's the truth. They are beginning to strip the freedom of speech away. The opinion thing, they're beginning to attach hate speech to that. What the fuck is even that? it's a little bit worrying, and that's for me to say the least.
Controlled with these kinds of laws. They're all the same. What is the common denominator? You can't let people rule with any sort of religion.
This is truth, and for me, in my opinion, I second that. I agree.
Thank you for saying that. I know it's crazy, crazy.
And it's like, and it's not like I'm against religions. This is not what I'm sitting there fucking yapping. No, it's not a hate against religion, or I'm anti-religion, or none of that. But history has shown us, and with history, and with trends, and with like past trends that's happened before, and with that, analyzing data, fuck knows what I'm with, but I'm with that. I'm looking at the past and seeing what's happened before. They have never succeeded. They have never succeeded, and it's always led to a subjugation of the people, be it Christian, be it Muslim, whatever. It's always led to almost cult-like sort of thing. Be as religious as you want, and more power to you. Honestly, that's from the bottom of my heart. My family's religious. I'm religious to an extent, but I don't believe in any of the books or any of that. My religion's within. You know what I mean? But that's just me, and that's nothing to do with it. That's just my opinion. But yeah, history does show us that.
Crazy how people can't understand that 90% of your thinking is facts, 10% is assumptions. Yeah, well, if you were 90% right, would you go with that or not? Would you rather go with 90% facts and 10% assumptions, or 90% assumptions and 10% facts? Wow. Yeah, it's not my it's not my fight. And so yeah, I see people that post those two flags. I do not give a shit. And
that's literally where the rant started from.
Immediately write them off as a virtue signaling card.
And I totally agree with it. Yeah, I totally agree with that too. I totally agree with it. They don't gel. They're opposites. A Palestinian flag and a gay flag. This is not working out. You either pick one or the other, in my honest opinion. Or you're gonna just put one up, because they don't work. That is conflicting data right now. Gays can't be doing that in Palestine. They do get killed. They do get stoned. Babies do get thrown off roofs. This is what's happening. In extreme cases, not everywhere. So it's a very difficult thing. Again, fuck all the bullshit. Go to the bottom line. What is it? It's his opinion. It's his opinion, and his freedom of speech is exercising. That's it. Oh, fuck it. That's it. You move on then. Don't get all angry and start backing. Nah. That's what people do.
Taken seriously, and I think you guys should do the exact same. It's about supporting civilians. Well, who do you think is doing and enforcing the laws? You think it's all just like some other group of people? No, that's not true. The laws there are an outcome of the people that live there. If you look at Palestine and the people over there, those people were celebrating when 9/11 happened. What? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a break.
Crazy.
Give me a fucking break. I remember.
So yeah, that's ultimately where it goes down to, in my opinion, is like everyone, no matter what, should have their freedom of speech, even if you have massive influence. I don't care. The argument is always going to be, oh, but if you have so much influence, you should be careful. Me personally, as a person, I agree with that, but not everyone might agree with that, and I'm fine with that. If you have massive influence and you still want to do, I don't know, toxic or whatever you feel like is your opinion, then do your opinion. In my opinion, I'm with that, because then you could just be like, you turn over, you don't sit there watching it, getting angry. What's wrong with people? This is what I never understood. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for popping in. How you doing? I hope you're having a fucking good day. I hope everything's groovy, everything's shaking and moving. Did we just see this?
Welcome back to
Oh yeah, no, this is just a guy recapping the same thing. So Asmon dropped a video now an hour ago. I had it up here since it dropped. But let's have a look. So this is him literally. He's just been suspended. Twitch suspended him. So obviously you get repercussions for having freedom of speech. You know, apparently you can't have opinions. But okay, cool, whatever. Let's see what he says.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch,
It's hella
and
low.
also what my plans are going forward. I'm going to try and structure this video into two parts, where the first part is going to be me talking about the Twitch suspension, second part is going to be talking about myself. And the first thing I want to start off with is something that I know it might sound a little bit insincere because of how ridiculous this is, but I really mean it, and if you listen to the whole video, I hope you can see why. Everybody who's come and spoken out and talked to me and said stuff about me, you know, aside from the, oh, you should kill yourself or something like that, I want to say that I really appreciate you. And I think this has been something that's a long time coming. And I actually think that this is something that not only I deserved, but it's also something that I needed. And
damn, he's really affected by it. Boys, I can't lie. Boys, I can't lie. He looks affected by this. Hold on, let me get a beer. Hold on. Yo, he looks affected. What the fuck? Oh shit. The overlords. The overlords are here. I'm playing. Go.
And I want to talk about what the reason for that is, but I want to start
Quickly
off
pop
and just
that.
make sure that that's actually very clear. So a couple of days ago, I made some comments about Palestine and also about Hamas and, you know, some just general, you know, basically opinions that were trivializing the genocide that's happening there. And I don't really want to like mince words or like try to like, oh, I wasn't justifying or, you know, promoting.
Yeah.
I said something about it that was disgusting. I said that I didn't care about innocent people getting killed by another force, by anything. And I think that that's a horrible, disgusting, mean-spirited thing to say. And I don't necessarily think that it was really racist, really. But when I'm using language like Palestinians or like the people there, rather than what my real language was, I've always been very outspoken and very against religious extremism.
Yeah.
And I still am. I think that any religion and any way of thinking that's going to cause you to put other people in like kind of positions below you as like, you know, like gay people, women, people with disabilities, anything like that, I think that that's a really bad position to have, and I really don't like that. And I think that my problem and my fault here was that I was making a criticism of religious extremism, and I made no effort. And I feel like almost, I've rewatched the clip, right, or a number of the clips, and it's like I've almost made an effort not to draw a distinction between the two things. I think that a lot of us here can easily say that we're against religious extremism, and I am. But whenever I categorize everybody in the area as this, like, group, then I'm the asshole. And I was the asshole. I had a lot of you guys tell me that. And it's taken me, this is what's so crazy about it, is that I think this has been going on now for like 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited, just like...
Oh wow, it's caused him, it's actually caused him a reflection moment, ladies and gentlemen. We might see the cleaning room. Oh my god. The cleaning room stream. Bruv, I'll be watching it. Whether at work or whatever. The Asmongold arc where he turns healthy. Oh my god. That'd be crazy.
I don't
And I'm
really
for
know what the word is for it. Just like the most mean-spirited, rude, like nasty, like just callous, psychopathic version of myself. I think that I've been devolving into this.
Wow.
And a lot of my friends have told me this. My dad
Wow.
has told me this. He said, you've got
My
to chill out,
dad.
you've got to calm down. I've been like, oh, that old man doesn't know what he's talking about. And I've finally had some level of accountability for that. And thank God. I look back at some of the things that I've said and done over the past 2 years, and I don't think that I've been wrong about everything, obviously, right? But there have been ways that I've communicated and ways that I've acted that are indefensible. And
That's the thing.
It's looking back on it, it's just disgusting. And it's something that when you get lost in the sauce and you get fixated around
lost in the
listening
sauce,
and feedback, and just getting hyper fixated, this is like your entire life, you lose a perspective on reality, and you lose a perspective on the world.
yeah.
And I think that perspective was brought into perspective yesterday and the day before.
Okay.
I was making comments like this, and
it's a change.
I feel
we're gonna see the Asmon change,
so
boys.
It's crazy. So I'm getting all these people making negative comments toward me. Everybody is telling me like, oh, go kill yourself, I hate you, everything like that.
Damn! To the level of go kill yourself. I mean, people are evil. It's crazy.
Do you know who reached out to me? And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that were fucking family in Palestine. And
that's fucking heartbreaking, bro. That's honestly heart fucking break. You can see he's very affected by this, ladies and gentlemen. I can see it. I've never seen Asmon like this. I can see he's very. This is his effect. This has really affected him. Let's see. This might be the redemption arc for Asmon. He comes out of the wretched cave that he's in.
To talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that were fucking family in Palestine. And how humiliating is that? How absolutely humiliating is that? And these were the people I was trying to say were bad. And I feel like such a fucking stupid asshole. I really do. I've always been I guess like I've always been kind of like an atheist. And even as a young kid, I was raised Roman Catholic, and I was always very defiant towards it. And I've always had a negative opinion of religion, and I've also had a negative opinion of religious cultures. And I think that opinion is definitely shaped by the media that I've created, and the media I've created for myself, and then also just the media that exists, the media that I've chose to seek out as well. And I think that media has allowed me to have certain predispositions and certain biases that the truth is that don't have any sort of relation to what my own real life has been experienced, or what my own real life experience has been, excuse me. And crazy product of the system. Product of the system, my boys. What the fuck? So I've been spending a lot of time talking to those people, and I've seen people like fans of mine. Like,
give me 1 second, I'll be back. Give me 1 second.
Like, why are you saying?
But I have to pause it because I ain't seen this shit, and my speakers, my headphones, fucking shit. It won't reach to the toilet. Give me 1 sec. So I mean, now my headphone. Oh, it's connected now. Alright, cool. My headphone fucking literally disconnected. What a piece of shit. Alright, let's see.
Asmon. You want to I'm willing to talk to you, and let's try to work this out, right? We love you. And I scrolled up on their messages, and these are people that messaged me in like 2016, 2017, 2018. Like, I love your content, I love your stream, I love you, right? And now they get to hear this from me. And I just feel like such a stupid, belligerent fucking asshole.
Crazy.
I really do. And I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I really am. I think that it's extremely fair to criticize religious extremism. And I think that it's extremely unfair to categorize...
I mean, just to go back, and I'm going to harp on my point on the fact that freedom of speech is definitely king. And you should be. But it's what we're witnessing right now is him realizing that he was wrong, and that's good. That's good too. But this is all. Why we
Is everybody in part of that group as religious extremists? I think it is, and I'm really sorry for that. I've just been a fucking dick, and it's weird because yesterday I woke up and I didn't know if I was gonna get suspended or not, and I planned on streaming and everything, and I actually got a text message from one of my mods. They said, "Oh, I heard about the suspension. I'm sorry," and I was like,
"Oh damn, he didn't even know."
I remember
I didn't even know.
driving, and like, you know, you'd think that like your heart rate would go up, but if anything, I felt more relaxed. I felt like finally I have a moment to just take a step back and breathe and think for myself and just stop, just like get out of my own head. And I spent a long time like just writing basically a list of all of these things that like I think that I should be doing with my life, and this is gonna be
redemption arc. I'm telling you, boys, it's happening. Redemption arc.
By the way of the video, comments that I made were pretty much about religious extremism. I think it's bad, but I've categorized a lot of people in that way that was unfair. It's wrong for me to have done that. I said something that was bad. I should not have said that. I should have chosen my words more carefully. I didn't do that. I doubled down on it. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. That's pretty much, I was a fucking asshole and was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. And so, actually I do know what else to say. I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. But I do think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable. Hopefully this time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it.
Dribbling and shit. The guy's judging a man.
Anyway, so the second part about this is that I want to talk a little bit about like my life, my personal life, etc., and kind of some of the points that I think that I've kind of gone through to get here. So the main thing is that for the past like I would say like 10 years or so, if you look at my life like this, I would have said 10 years ago or maybe 8 years ago, streaming was like this, right? YouTube was like this. And now I would say that my life and streaming are basically the exact same size. And what I mean by that is that streaming is my entire life. Doing this is my entire existence. And I think that the process of that has been extremely unhealthy for me. And I think that what it's done is that it's allowed me to become such a one-dimensional person that I'm not even a person anymore. It's like I'm Dark Souls, I'm going hollow or something. And I think about like all the, you know, like I made a list of all of the things that I'm not doing in my life that I should be doing, and I was writing it down, and I'm like, you know, fucking like I'm just going. I'm like, oh my god, I think it'd be shorter if I transcribed the Bible. Like this is insane. Like whenever I have everything written down line for line, it's like, oh my god, I'm ruining my life. I've been existing, and I want to, at a certain point, actually try to live my life.
Boys. It's gonna happen. Redemption arc for the boy. Been living in turmoil for ages, bruv. His mum died. More turmoil. Come on, brother, man. Redemption arc. He's a multi-fucking millionaire. Come on, man. I fuck with him. And I don't fuck with him because of this idiocy. Like, because of his mess that he's in. I fuck with him because of his takes. Honestly. I love his takes. I love the way he speaks. This is it. This is why I like his content. That's just as simple as it is. If not, I'll be watching someone else. And I do watch many other people too. But, homie's there. Homie's one of them. And if I didn't like it, there's no point complaining. I just won't watch it. I don't want to hurt a person's life to the level of like going there to cancel, you know what I mean? But it seems like we're going to witness a redemption arc from homie. Whether it be small or big, Big because it's in the sense of the mind, because he's realized now he's gonna adjust his views. Maybe we'll see. We're gonna see.
And I don't think that I've been doing that. And so what am I going to do? How am I going to do that differently? And what does that mean for my stream, etc.? I think that I'm going to cut down a little bit on streaming quite as much.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think I'm also going to cut down... This is going to sound like... I hope I can say this in the right way. I feel like the main times that I laugh on my stream nowadays are when I'm laughing at other people. And...
What a powerful thing to say. What a powerful thing to say. How about that? Don't really have real good laughter and real good joy, other than the joy of laughing at other people. He's becoming to see that realization. Damn, boys.
I look back on videos that I did in 2020, 2016, and 17, and yeah, I've always been an asshole, but holy shit, I've been way more of an asshole.
See, he's beginning to see, boys.
It's insane, and it's a night and day difference, and I've had, again, everybody in the world telling me this, including my own dad, and I've just ignored them, and finally it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this is too far. Maybe I need a course correction, which is why I think that like getting suspended in this, I hope that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I don't know whether that's going to be true, but I'm going to try to do things differently and make sure to live up to that reality. And so, what are those things that I'm going to be doing differently? The first thing is that I think I'm going to try. I've been very much trying to like maintain a consistent schedule with my stream. And I will continue to do that. I want to get up and go to bed at relatively the same time. I want to live a normal life. And also, I want to spend maybe a little bit less time streaming, and I want to spend more time creating my own videos and doing my own things, and spending time on things that I really enjoy, and basically just like expanding my existence as a person. I think that ever since I started like OTK, and I got involved with that, and then we had like other Starforge and like Mad Mushroom and Mythic and everything, like honestly it's been too much for me to handle. It's been completely too much for me to handle, and I've been losing my mind dealing with it, and I try to hide it the best I can, because you know I try to do the best, right? I try to do my best. I you know, it doesn't matter how hard it gets, you just keep going, it doesn't matter. And eventually it does matter, and I think that I've negatively affected a lot of them. And I also don't want to talk about that just in the context of just like this recent controversy. I want to talk about this in the context of the last 2 years. I think that I haven't really been able to fulfill my responsibilities.
This is like, I don't know, boys. I'll be real.
As a leader.
It's just backtracking. Everything is just, now it's just like,
and there have been things that I've done that are positive as well. But I think that one thing this thing has taught me, this whole situation has taught me, it's made me realize, is that I need to get myself in check. I need to get my mind under control. I need to, like, just get my life done. I need to fix my fucking life. Like, it's insane. I think about it and it's in shambles. Everything about my life is basically fucked. And I'm going to take a step back from all of it. I'm going to step away from my leadership position and OTK and Starforge and everything. I want to, and they're fine with that. They respect that, and I want to do this. And I want to do this not only for them, but...
They've been expecting that. I'm just joking, but it's time. Clean the room. I swear to God, clean the room will clean your mind. That's the truth. Clean the room, you clean your mind. He's been in it for years. Years in this pit. Clean the room, you clean the mind, you start cleaning little bits and pieces. Get little endorphin hits as you're cleaning. Oh, lovely. That's it. Then you can mess it up again. Then clean again, wherever. But that cleaning, I think it will help him a lot. He needs a deep clean. That's what us Arabs would do. We'll come in the gaff and fucking clean it all. Clean everything. Start fresh here, guys. For the mind. For the mind. Your environment is a reflection of your subconscious. Fathers, always remember that.
But mainly for myself, so I can be a better version of myself.
Or should I say your personal environment?
For everyone. And I want to apologize to all you guys, my viewers, that I don't think I've lived up to that. I think that I can be a lot better than what I am right now. And I don't even think that I've been putting in half the effort that I should be in the way that I should have. And I'm sorry. And so my plan is to, when I get unbanned, I'll keep streaming regularly, right? And I want to focus more on trying to do things that are fun, trying to laugh more with people rather than at people.
At people.
Still laugh at people every once in a while, okay? Like let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But it's about a focus, and it's about a tone. I listen to my tone in the clip, and I just sound like such a piece of shit. Really, at the end of the day, I sound like a piece of shit. I sound like a terrible person, and it's just so mean.
It's really, it's made him reflect. It's made him really reflect.
And I don't want to be that person anymore. And I've spent a long time growing up. The time I did, I was an r/atheism enjoyer. I have a very negative opinion of a lot of religions.
It shows.
Had the experience firsthand of the negative effects of Christianity and the way that I view that. And I've always read a lot of very bad things about Islam, and I've made a lot of criticisms of it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've heard a lot about it, and I've been like watching things about it, and I've been like hearing people telling me this is the way it is, but I've never seen it. And I actually think that after all this, I think towards the end of next year, I think I'd like to visit the Middle East and see it for myself.
Get the fuck out of here, boy. Visit the Middle East, motherfucker. Let's go. Okay.
I want to see it for a historical perspective, right? I would love to go to Istanbul in Turkey. There's no ulterior motive there at all. But
they got the best hair clinics there. He's going bald.
It's not just that. I'd love to visit places like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, any of the other places. I mean, the truth is that, and this is the worst thing about what I said, some of the places
he doesn't have a clue.
I might not be able to because of the way that they're like just the internal strife, the actual literal wars that are going on, people being literally killed there, and I'm
i.e. Palestine. I.e. Palestine.
But I want to do it, and I want to see it for myself because I don't like believing what people tell me, and I think that when I do, I end up being a fool, and I want to see it. I want to see it for myself, and I want to experience it, and I want to live my life, and I'm going to try.
See, this is actually sad. It's actually sad when you really when I really hear this shit. It's like it's actually sad. He's actually a sad geezer. Poor old Asmond, but he is because he's been in the room since fucking fuck knows how long he's been in this room. Once the redemption arc, Jesus Christ, it's made him awaken.
Clean up part of my house. I'm going to try to do this, and I'm not going to hire a cleaner. As I said, I was raised Roman Catholic. I view this as a penance, and I think I need to do this for myself.
Like, and you gotta remember, he used to ask his mum to read him out the sins. So he says, innit? Okay, what a reminder to your own personality. You know that you're wrong, that you need your mother to read you to sins to know that. I need to pee, but I'm dancing.
I need to take accountability for bad things that I've done. And
yes, sir.
My life get this out of control.
You should.
I don't need to get out of jail.
You should. Give me 1 second.
So I need to do that for myself and for my own closure as well. And I think also I want to live for the idiots out there that, you know, they're, you know, like looking to me to be a role model, right? Oh, not a good idea. But there are people that will see that and they'll think maybe to themselves, maybe I should do the same thing. And if I can do that for one person, well, I've already done it for myself. I've already done a good thing, and so it could only get better. And so that's what my plan is. I'm going to try to like rethink my life. I have had a lot of people reach out to me, people I would have never expected reach out to me in ways that I never expected. And I understand that, you know, like I'm still very critical about, you know, religious fundamentalism, right? But when you paint with such a broad brush that you just include an entire group of people, you're just being a you're being a piece of shit. It's like people said it was racist. I didn't mean it as racist, but if you listen to what I said, it's easy that you could assume that. So easy. And so I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. I've been an asshole. I think that I've devolved for the last...
Wait, hold on. Let me pull back.
I want for my own closure as well. And also, I want to live for the idiots out there that, you know, they're, you know, like looking to me to be a role model, right? Oh, not a good idea. But there are people that will see that and they'll think maybe to themselves, maybe I should do the same thing. And if I can do that for one person, well, I've already done it for myself. I've already done a good thing, and so it could only get better. And so that's what my plan is. I'm going to try to like rethink my life. I have had a lot of people reach out to me, people I would have never expected reach out to me in ways that I never expected. And I understand that, you know, like I'm still very critical about, you know, religious fundamentalism, right? But when you paint with such a broad brush that you just include an entire group of people, you're just being a you're being a piece of shit. It's like people said it was racist. I didn't mean it as racist.
Redemption up.
Listen to what I said. It's easy that you could assume that. So easy. And so I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. I've been an asshole. I think that I've devolved for the last 2 years. I think that I've negatively affected other people too, in ways that I hate. I don't even hate to say this. Like I think I need to say this. I need to say it more. I've negatively affected people in ways that I regret. I think whenever I go back live again, I'll probably talk about that more. And you know, like there's some just different people I kind of want to apologize to, and you know, take accountability for things that I've said and done that have negatively affected other people in ways that were unfair and wrong. And that's what my plan is. That's about it. I want to say that I hope that now, after you've heard what I have to say, that a lot of you all can see kind of why I'm saying that I appreciate this. I really think that this is something I needed, and I hope that this is the next...
Damn, it's on that angle, yeah.
And I want you guys to hold me accountable to that. So if I'm being a fucking asshole again, if I'm being mean, if I'm just being callous, acting like a psychopath, just treating people awfully outside of a WoW raid when they get killed by fire, but really laughing at people's misfortune, try to say, man, just chill the fuck out, stop it. Just stop. And I'm gonna do my best to listen. I spent 2 years ignoring it, and look where it got me.
Yeah.
This is not even the tip of the iceberg of the problems in my life. And I want to
he already knows.
For making me aware
Is
that
it?
That's the case. And hopefully I can avoid the iceberg, right? And so I want to say that's pretty much about all I've got. I'm sorry for a lot of people I let down, not just with comments like this, but also just with the way I've been doing things in general. I think that you guys deserve a much better version of me than what you've been
Legend.
getting. And I hope that I can live up to that in the future. And I don't even want to think about it in the future, right? As soon as I get unbanned, the best apology is better content, change behavior. And that's what I hope to do.
Cool.
So yeah, anyway guys, I'm just going to focus on myself for a while, try to improve my own life, and
let's have a look at comments.
there's a lot of things I think, again, I'll probably talk about more whenever I go live again, that are like more kind of, you know, just like kind of in the weeds, like personal stuff. But overall, that's the big picture. That's where I'm at. And so anyway, that's about all I've got, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to try to just take this time off to, you know, really kind of fix my shit. So yeah, anyway guys, that's about it. I'll see you later. Bye.
Legend, yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that, and I like that he's come to his realization. You see, sometimes you don't need to berate, and I get the fact that, which is very contradictory, which is maybe he needed berating for him to awaken, and this is literally what he's saying. So grippy, risky, but tipsy is what I would say. What's this?